After everything I paid for. You're dead to me. My MOM hit send in the family WhatsApp group, my sister replied. Finally, the truth. Then my phone buzzed again. Someone posted bank records. My name is James Carter. I am 34 years old. I work as a mid-level accounts manager at a regional logistics company. Stable job, modest pay, nothing flashy. In my family, I was always the responsible one. The one who answered late night calls about overdue bills. The one who showed up when things got serious. I covered my younger brother's tuition. 1 full semester. I paid it quietly. No announcement, no applause. During the pandemic, I paid down part of my parents' mortgage. Not because they asked. Because I could not watch them drown. Nobody praised me for it. Nobody even mentioned it. It was just expected. My sister got the spotlight. She got the birthday toasts, the proud posts from MOM, the "we are so proud of you" messages in the group chat. She got the love. I got the requests. I was not rich. I was not glamorous. But I had something they never counted on. Discipline, records, and a memory for every dollar I ever gave. I believed helping family meant loyalty would come back around. I believed in the quiet contract of blood. I was wrong. The night my mother disowned me in front of 27 relatives, everything I thought family meant shattered. If you have ever been the one holding your family together while nobody noticed, hit subscribe. I know what it feels like to give everything and still be overlooked. Tell me in the comments, were you the helper too? Click hype and let's get into this. It started in the WhatsApp group. That is where our family drama always lived, between the good morning messages and the prayer forwards. But this time was different. My MOM posted a message. She accused me of stealing from the emergency fund, the fund I helped create, the fund I had seeded with my own money for 3 years. I read it once, then twice, then a third time. I had not touched it. Not once. Not recently. Not without agreement. My sister jumped in before I could even type. You always act generous just to control us. Seeing those words in the chat made my stomach drop. My brother followed. We should have known you would want it back. I tried to stay calm. I asked for proof. I asked for dates, for amounts, for any evidence at all. My MOM did not answer any of that. Her next message just said, "He is no longer my son. Do not contact me again." I froze. 27 people were in that group. Cousins I grew up with, aunts who once had my back, family friends who ate at our table. All of them watched it happen. Some sent shocked emojis. Most said nothing. Then my sister went further. She claimed I had been financially manipulating the family for years, that every dollar I gave came with invisible strings. I felt sick reading it. Lie after lie, building a version of me I did not recognize. I was about to leave the group. Then a new message appeared, from a number I did not have saved. No name, no greeting, just screenshots, bank transfer records, large amounts, moving between accounts. But they did not show me stealing. They showed something else entirely. They removed me from the smaller family groups without any warning. One morning the groups were just gone, like they never existed. I found out about my grandmother's birthday dinner through a social media photo. My cousin posted it. The caption read, "Family is everything." The table was full. My seat was empty. Nobody looked bothered. Then came the second blow. My sister started telling relatives that I had demanded repayment for gifts I gave over the years. She painted me as greedy, calculated, someone who kept score. An aunt called me. Her voice was low and disappointed. "We thought you were different, James." I did not argue. I just said I understood. Then my parents changed the locks. My belongings were still inside the house. My MOM sent a text, not a call. A text. "Send someone for your things. Do not come yourself." That was the moment something shifted in me. Not broke, shifted. I sat at my kitchen table that night with a legal pad. I started writing. Every transfer I remembered, every receipt I had saved, every voice note where a family member explained why they needed money. The more I looked, the more I found money I had sent to help my parents had been rerouted, not spent on emergencies, moved somewhere else entirely. I stopped posting in group chats. I stopped defending myself publicly. My silence probably looked like guilt to them. Let them think that. I was not silent out of shame. I was silent because I was building something they would not see coming. What they never knew about me was simple. I never sent money without documentation. 7 years in accounts management made that automatic. Like breathing, every payment came with an archived record. I had bank statements going back for years. I had signed notes confirming the purpose of every transfer. I had voice messages where family members explained exactly why they needed money and confirmed what it would be used for. And I had the original emergency fund documents. The ones drafted with a family lawyer. The ones that explained in plain language how that money was supposed to work. The unknown number that's in those screenshots. That was not random. Someone had seen the accounts from the inside. Someone who knew what the numbers meant. They reached out the only way they could without being traced. I built a timeline, every document laid out in order, the way I would run a financial audit at work. And as the picture came together, it became impossible to ignore withdrawals I never approved, transfers out of the emergency fund into other accounts. 2 of those accounts were tied to my sister. 1 was tied to my mother. I did not call anyone. I did not send a single message. I kept compiling. They tried to destroy my name in public. When the time came, I would clear it the same way. Mr. Calloway had been our family lawyer for over a decade, mostly semi-retired, but sharp as ever. He had reading glasses he kept pushing up his nose, and a habit of going very quiet before saying something important. I called him on a Tuesday. I told him I had documents I needed him to review. He agreed without asking too many questions. His office smelled like old paper and coffee left too long on the warmer. A clock on the wall ticked loudly. When I laid out everything on his conference table and walked him through the timeline, the room went still. He did not speak for a long time. He read carefully, slowly. Then he set his glasses down and looked at me directly. "James," he said quietly, "this is not a misunderstanding." He told me the emergency fund had been flagged once by a bank compliance system. Irregular withdrawal patterns. But because the account was family managed, no formal review was ever triggered. Nobody pushed for one. Nobody needed to. Until now, he agreed to file for an official accounting disclosure, a legal process requiring all parties connected to the account to appear and explain every movement of money. A meeting was scheduled at his office. My family received legal correspondence. 2 days later, my sister posted online about cutting toxic people off. My MOM told relatives she was rewriting her will, that some people do not deserve what they have been given. They thought they had already won. They thought I was isolated, finished, ashamed. They assumed the meeting was about removing me permanently. I knew exactly what it was about. The conference room had a long rectangular table, glass top. Overhead light reflected in it like a mirror. My parents arrived first. My mother wore a blazer, the kind she puts on when she wants to feel in control. My father sat beside her, quiet, the way he always gets when things turn serious. My sister walked in last, chin up, shoulders back. She did not look at me when she sat down. My mother glanced at me once, then looked away. Her jaw was tight. She had already decided how this would end. "Let's finish this," she said to Mr. Calloway. "Not to me. He has taken enough already, Mr." Calloway did not react to her tone. He opened his laptop, connected it to the projector, and began. The first slides were routine. Account opening dates, initial deposits, standard structure. Then he opened the transfer logs. He highlighted my deposits. 7 years of contributions, column after column. The total appeared at the bottom of the screen. My father exhaled audibly. Nobody spoke. Then Mr. Calloway moved to the withdrawals. Funds moved out of the emergency account into a secondary account. He let the routing numbers sit on the screen, long enough for everyone to read them. Then he pulled up the account registration. My sister's name was on it. She pushed back from the table. "That was temporary borrowing. I was going to put it back, Mr." Calloway clicked once more. A voice recording played through the room speaker. My mother's voice, calm, deliberate, authorizing a transfer, explaining where it should go, using the words, "our share," and "he won't even notice." The room went completely silent. I looked at my mother. My voice was steady.
I had decided it would be. You did not just take money, I said.
You stole my name.
You let everyone believe I was someone I am not. She started to speak.
Something about sacrifice. About what it costs to raise children. About how she deserved to benefit from what the family built. Mr.
Calloway cut it off. He outlined what the documents showed.
Misuse of jointly held funds.
Documented misrepresentation.
And the legal consequences that came with both. My sister leaned toward me.
Her voice dropped low. We can fix this privately. I looked at her for a moment. You tried to bury me publicly, I said. Accountability will not be private. I did not press criminal charges.
That was my choice. Made clearly. Without anyone asking me to make it. What I wanted was not punishment. It was reparation. And the truth on the record. Emergency fund was formally dissolved.
The remaining balance returned proportionally to every contributor,
including me.
The unauthorized withdrawals became part of the official accounting record. Written apologies arrived.
From my mother, from my sister, typed formally, signed. They were the kind of apologies that explain more than they regret. I read them once, filed them away. Extended family slowly learned the truth. People who had sent shocked emojis in that group chat started reaching out privately.
Some sheepish, some genuinely ashamed of how fast they believed the lies. I moved my belongings out on a Saturday morning.
No conversation.
No drama.
Just boxes.
A friend with a car. 2 quiet hours. The WhatsApp group still exists. I am still in it. But when I post now, there is no pile-on.
No accusations. Just silence where the noise used to be. I learned something real from all of this. Blood connects you to people, but it does not define what they will do with that connection.
Integrity is something you carry yourself.
It does not depend on whether anyone notices. And when someone decides to erase your name,
you do not beg them to write it back. You walk away, documented,
dignified, free. If your family ever turn money into a weapon against you,
you know how deep that betrayal cuts. It is not just about the dollars. It is about what it means when the people who were supposed to protect you are the ones causing the damage. Share your story in the comments.
I read every single one.
Subscribe if you have ever had to defend your name against lies you did not create. Click hype to help this story reach someone who needs the courage to stand up. Did this story hit home?
Like the video and drop your thoughts in the comments.
Click hype to help this story find the people who need it most.
Your support makes a real difference.
And your voice might be exactly what someone else needs to feel a little less alone.